because she's my cousin, but welcome to the casting couch, guys. Shit! Oh, I squished the nut. Oh.
Infamous exposed.
Today we have a very special guest, Jansen.
This
Sup?
is Jansen Grant. Welcome back to another episode of Infamous Exposed. Today we have Jansen Grant with us.
Give it up for Jansen.
Yes, applaud you. Yes.
So Jansen is
My cousin. What do you do?
I do the Wheel of Death, the flying trapeze, and I make sure everybody's props are in place throughout the show.
so he is
Doesn't
nearly
really-
the backbone, but not the backbone of the
I was
company.
going to say he doesn't really have that much of an important job, but
No, I really
that's good as well.
don't.
So today we're going to talk about dating in the circus/tour life, which Jansen has had his fair ups and downs, fair shares of dating.
There's definitely a few ups and downs in there.
There's a lot of ups in there, but
He is the most experienced when talking about this topic.
yes. So he's also had quite a few wives before this. as
Two
well.
is not a few. Two is a couple. A few is three or more.
I like to refer Jansen as Ross from Friends. You grew up in the circus, just like I did.
Yes.
When was the point for you that you thought, I'm going to stay in the circus, or was it not even a thought?
Wasn't really a thought. I loved the circus the whole time that I was growing up. You know, like growing up on Ashton's with your mum and Peppy and them. It was great because we had all the animals around us and all the cousins obviously were there. And for me, I always loved the trapeze and the Wheel of Death, so I always wanted to do those. And it sucked when like your guys' side of the family all left. The trapeze obviously went with. So we were left. We still had the elephants and we had the wheel, but I was too young to do anything with the animals, so I kept on with juggling and acrobatics, clowning with Nana and the whips and stuff like that. And it wasn't until I got to be 13 that I started doing the wheel when Justin left. And I've been doing that ever since. And then over the years, worked heaps of different jobs as well, like teeterboard, Russian swing. I've worked with the lions, the tigers, the elephants, horses. I've trained about 10 different dogs to do different acts and stuff. Been over the world with it all, and now in America.
like dating. Do you just say that and they're like all over you?
No. I wait until they actually see the show. That's where my game kicks off. Outside of the show, I've got no game at all. I'm like shy. I don't have any confidence, anything like that. Put me in the wheel, and they see the show. I'm like, gotcha.
Yeah, guys. So like for those that don't know, the Wheel of Death is just a wheel of death. It just spins around and you go inside it running, doing like flips, skipping.
It's like two giant hamster wheels, basically rotating around the center axis.
Very dangerous. And this guy over here, that is his special talent. So he waits for all these chicks to watch the show, and then
You make me sound like a man whore.
come up.
Why did you come to Infamous?
There was a lot of drama at the show that I was at. I won't name names. I won't say what the drama was because obviously what's happened has happened now and it's all forgotten with.
Boring.
It's definitely been a game changer for me for a few different reasons. Like, always worked for a family circus, never been on an adult or even a contemporary show, you know. And it was good for me because where I was in a bit of a dark space. So I'd not long had gone through a divorce, and that was still rough on me. So coming to here, being around the family, and this style of environment was really good for me because it was a bit more fun, a little bit more energetic. Working in the show was a little bit more naughty, and you could have a bit more fun going through that.
And how do you like performing for adults versus like families and children?
Very different.
Yeah, it is.
Like you can have more fun with adults. You can play around with the crowd. You know, flirt a bit more. You know, be cheeky. You know, lift up a shirt and stuff like that. Can't do that on a kid's show.
showing it.
Just get your nipples out.
Lucky, get your dick out.
Show us your dick piercing.
Go on, you won't.
That'll be on the next episode, maybe. One of the episodes.
We're gonna cut a teaser.
Oh, he just threw his towel.
And his door was open too.
What is your wildest dating story that you have today?
It depends on the context because there's a lot of different stories that I've got from over the years. Once I picked up this girl at after the show, Went to the pub, had a few drinks, some dancing and stuff. Two of my mates were with me as well, and we nicked off out of the club down to the beach and went and had sex on a public bench. And there was people like walking by, so it was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Then we moved down to the actual beach itself, and there was fucking sand everywhere. Like I was wiping sand out of my crack for days. We go back to the club and we're dancing around, and we decided to go home. We went back to my mate's place, and me and her went off to one room, and we start going at it again. And next minute, I hear the door opening, and one of my mates walks in. 3 of us are going at it, and then another mate walks in and goes, "What's going on in here?" And the other mate's just like, "Yeah, come in." And she's like, "Come on, you may as well." I had a threesome with 2 girls as well. Like I was hooking up with one girl. She was staying at her stepsister's place.
Was she stuck in the washing machine
Oh,
dryer?
God. She was stuck under the bed. And we're all just laying on the bed. And I'm in the middle of them. And they're both rubbing my arms, giving me a massage and stuff. And the girl that I was sleeping with like pulls me over and starts kissing me. And then she turns to me and goes, "You should start kissing her too." So I turn over and she's like right in my face there. And I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Wait, so they were actually stepsisters?
Yeah. They
Wait,
weren't half sisters,
wait.
they were actually stepsisters, yeah.
If you want to experience some of this,
Come to Infamous the show.
and if you experience this, you'll get free tickets.
Don't fucking sell me out like that.
What do you think is the best part about America so far? One, just in general, and then 2 about like the dating scene and the girls here.
America in general, it's not how it's portrayed in the movies to me. Definitely not. Admittedly, we've only been to one area, so it's hard to sort of compare that. But so far, like everyone's been really nice to us. It's been very well supported and stuff like that. The people that we've met have been really, really good. Like we've met so many people just randomly. Really haven't experienced the dating scene. To tell you the truth here, it's it's not going great. That's for sure. Worst one.
Tell the story.
Oh,
So last year, he got catfish.
Catfish
Really?
hard. I got catfish really hard. Talking to this girl on Tinder, and we've been talking for about a week, and exchanging flirty messages, and then videos and photos and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, I really want to check out what you do and stuff." She goes, "What's your Instagram and that?" So I gave her my Instagram, and another day goes by, and we're still talking back and forth. And so she, I've sent a heap of videos. She sent a heap of videos, and this, that, and the other. And then she goes, "Hey, can I tell you something?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And she's like, "I'm actually a guy you've been talking to and exchanging these photos and videos with. Now I have your Instagram, I've got your Facebook. I'm going to send all your messages and all your photos to all your friends, your family, your workplace, unless you send me a heap of money." And I just turned and went, "Dude, my family's got worse videos of me than whatever you've got. Do what you need to." And then, I was like, "Okay, well, I need to go tell everyone this because it's fucking funny." So I went to everybody and I was like, "Hey, can I have your phone for a second? I just need to go onto Instagram quickly and just go through." So,
Do you know what my favourite story is? We went out one night and you had a date coming, and she came and she was sitting with us all. And our friend, our hand balancer, Ian, we now call him the Vulture because of this story.
The vulture.
The Vulture. We might get him on, hopefully, for an episode. Jansen's date comes and Jansen's talking to her, and then all of a sudden Ian starts talking to her.
Gets up out of his seat, goes and sits down next to her.
No, but in the middle of them, like it's like the girl Jansen, Ian just plops himself right in the middle.
And the next thing you know, she's got her back turned to Jansen and is in a full
Like
conversation with Ian. And then Ian is allergic to peanuts, like really badly.
Like anaphylactic allergic.
And Jansen just goes, anyone got any peanuts?
That has happened quite a few times.
Ian just swoops in, takes the girl.
Yep.
He's just a very friendly person.
Yeah.
He talks to a lot of people.
He's not actually there trying to steal the girl or anything like that. He's just a friendly person and likes talking to people. So it's even funnier that way because he doesn't realise that he's doing that.
Another experience the other night where Jansen was really into this girl, and a few people were like,
maybe she's into girls.
Maybe she's into girls.
Apparently, that's the story of my life, anyway.
So he messages Dante saying, "Stay away." And I also see this message. So I message him saying, like, just good luck, Jansen, pretty much. So then we're at the place. What happens first? She asked for my Snapchat.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then we decided to turn it into a game we like to call the Vulture. And
We turned that off because
we tried to steal her off Jansen,
which
it
did.
it may have
It was kind of going your guys' way.
It was
from what
going-
looked like.
Yes, she kissed me. She got my Snapchat. She kissed me. Jansen 0. Us.
I struck
1.
out.
Yes.
Oh, well.
But yes, she was very fun, and it was fun.
It was a fun night though. They were really
Yeah.
fun to party with. But yeah, don't ever do that again. Fuck you both.
Yes.
America has not been kind to me, alright? Jesus. Dating is very, very hard in the industry regardless. Like in the circus industry itself, there's like maximum 3 people that I can actually date.
I'm one of the 3. No, I'm not.
Jansen wishes.
Sorry.
Jansen doesn't have the best luck.
No, I don't. I really truly don't.
Um,
One's a lesbian, one's a bi townie, and
This is why we call Jansen Ross from Friends. And when we were here on spring break, it was like that episode when Ross went to spring
oh
break.
my god.
Yes.
I wasn't that bad. I really wasn't. Was I?
No, you
No,
weren't.
okay,
You
no,
weren't.
no.
We just joke. How is it bringing girls back to your caravan? Like, say you meet a girl out, you bring them back to your caravan. Like, whenever we were touring Australia, think back, were they just like, what is this? Where are you? Who are you?
Well, I've never actually. I'll tell you the truth. I've only ever picked up one girl who hadn't seen the show.
Right.
And only like one or two from Tinder who are like, oh, we're coming to see your show because I had it on there that with the traveling show, but the one girl that I got with that hadn't seen the show, we were at a pub and we'd all been drinking and it was the end of the night. The ugly lights had turned on and I'm sitting at the bar and she turns to me and goes, "Want to come home?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, why not?" She was cute, and we started walking. She goes, "Oh, we need to go. Can we go back to your place?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, fair enough, whatever." So we start walking, and we get to the lot. The tent's up and all this sort of stuff. And she goes, "Where are we going?" I was like, "Oh, I thought it'd be cool if we go check out the circus that's in town. Like to have a look at the tent and be a bit naughty and stuff." She's like, "Oh my god, we could get caught." And I was like, "I know." We go into the tent and we fool around for a little bit, and it was a bit cold. And I was like, "Do you want to go somewhere else?" And she's like, "Oh, but this is a bit fun." I was like, "Yeah, it is." So hang on, just come with me for a second. Walk over and I go to my caravan. It was a split room accommodation, so there was one of the girls was in the front end and I was in the back end. And I didn't realise at the time that she was in there. I thought she was at one of the other guys' places. So we've gone into there and she's like, "What are you doing? We're going to get caught." I was like, "I actually live here." And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I work for the circus." And she's like, "Bullshit." I said, "No." So I pulled up my my Facebook and I showed her. I'm like, "This is me. This is like where I live." And she's like, "Fuck off. That is so cool." Up there.
This is my next question. Have you ever had sex on top of the tent?
I've received
Something
while I was on top of the tent, but I'd never actually like done the whole deed.
And what circus was this?
This was Ashton's. Like when
Really?
this is when I was
old
still
were
a
you?
teen. I was a teenager. It's weird and awkward.
It is. It is.
Oh, so you know.
Yes, I told the story.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, if you listen to
Episode 1.
Sorry, I just couldn't handle them being like, guys, like seriously, like really, guys, like.
You have been in a long distance relationship while on the show
Yeah.
when we were in Australia, but now you're single.
Yeah.
How was it having a long distance relationship while touring around?
Well, it was very hard, but it also wasn't too hard because we did like always make sure that we seen each other and he always visited and we had a really good relationship. But then knowing I was moving to America, I was like, I can't do that. Like that's hard. So that was like really sad, very sad time of my life. But we still talk and he's amazing. But that was in 2020 and the border shut. So then there was like 6 months where we didn't see each other at all. But then now being single,
Ready to mingle.
Em dabbles with some cops here in America.
I went on a date with it. No, it wasn't a date. Cut that down.
What was it then?
I went for drinks with a cop.
Hang on, wait. Okay, you need to define what a date is
Yeah,
now,
what is a
because
date?
like, what would you call a date?
Well,
Would
yeah,
you call a date just dinner and drinks,
Yeah.
or a movie or something, or does it have to end in sex?
No, definitely not sex. I would call it date whenever they're like, hey, I would want to take you for drinks or dinner. And then
So
they,
did he
So
say,
then
"Hey, I
he
want to take
said-
you for drinks"?
So that was a date.
It was a date. For me, it's a hard one to actually get dates for the simple fact is that for a girl especially is as soon as they see that you're only in town for a little bit, they automatically are switched off. They're like, it's
Yeah.
literally going to be a root and boot, and that's kind of it. But then there's other girls who are like, I'm down for that,
Yeah.
and actually dating to get to know someone properly and stuff like that.
it's
It
so
is
hard.
It's horrible. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're only in somewhere for so long,
That's
and then
right.
you're leaving, and then it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
is it to the point where we want to continue
Yeah.
seeing each other? Is it like,
That's it.
Yeah.
Like I've made a lot of friends over the years from
Yeah.
girls who initially I was pursuing, and obviously it's like, oh look, you're only in town for a little bit. I'm not the kind of person who just jumps into bed with someone. I'm like, that's cool, and like we've become friends and stuff. I still have friends that I talk to from 10 years ago and stuff. If they're not in the industry, it's even harder again because obviously, like I don't want to leave the industry. I'm born and raised into it. I can leave the industry if I have to. I've done it before. I could do it again.
everyone always asks, the biggest thing is, does everyone sleep together?
Fuck no. Well, not everyone
a
anyway.
few of us.
We won't
Actually-
name names.
No, shut up. No, I was going to say a lot of us are family. So
Oh, okay, yeah, that was going a whole different direction there.
there are people that sleep together on this show. Like there's a cast of 25 to 30 people.
Not counting the couples, like the couples,
Yeah.
obviously. But there's a few single people and
Yeah.
some others on the show who dabble.
Dabble.
Yeah, they
Dabble.
dabble. They dabble. We're not going to name names, of course, but we will say that in the middle of the night, you hear a couple of caravan doors opening and closing. Hear some footsteps running across the lot.
There's
and
a
stuff like that.
saying. There's a saying: if the caravans are rocking, don't come a knocking.
Yeah. Otherwise, apart from that, we put bells on the fucking vans.
Yes, and it's very hard for those people to like leave their caravans because everyone
Everyone,
sees
yeah.
everything.
That's why,
So
like,
you can't sneak, no sneaking around.
Oh no, the amount of times that I've opened my door and had a girl like going out of my caravan and there'd be like a heap of people like
just,
out
like,
front
hanging
and they're just
out.
like, oh, okay, hi. Had a girl come over in the middle of the day. And like this is a few hours before the show and stuff like that. And it was just after Darwin Day, so we had a heap of fireworks left over. And I hear something on my patio and then I see a crack in my door open up and all I hear is and see a fucking firework get thrown into my caravan. And she's realised what it was straight away. And so she's lifted her legs up and she's wearing a skirt and she's like tucked it under trying to protect herself. I've grabbed whatever I could and just thrown it at the door, thrown something on top of that, and it's just gone fucking bang, 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 bang. And yeah, so it left a good mark on my floor.
Jesus.
Needless to say, I wasn't impressed. It was funny as hell, but I was not impressed.
And that
So
ruined his date that day for sure.
Oh, no, I didn't. We banged like fireworks.
there's about 5 people sleeping together on the show at the moment. That's an odd number, so you can
Not one
figure
of them.
out
I'm not one.
You can do the maths there, and you guys can send in
who you think.
who you think.
Who in the infamous block is sleeping with each other? Is it Lockie and Jansen? Is it Jansen and Adam? Is it Adam and Lockie? Is it all 3 of them? Find out on the next episode.
I'm gonna play Fuck, Marry, Kill with people on the show.
Fuck.
So,
We're gonna cut this out. We can't have that.
No.
Okay. All right.
Paige,
Yes.
Sophie,
Yes.
M. So these are 3 of our dancers,
so me being one of them,
and then 2 other girls.
Sophie, Paige.
All right. Well, M's getting killed because
I knew it.
I could not stand being married to her and wake up every day being like, guys, like seriously, or I couldn't stand the fucking stomping of her feet. Yeah, she is very loud with her feet.
M has a size of 9 foot.
There's nothing wrong with
When
that.
I first joined the show, my caravan was right on the front of their caravan, like lined up like this. So my van, their van. and all I could hear in the fucking morning was dun 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 dun, and it was M. That's all it was. It was just her every fucking morning.
Kill M.
Alright, so kill M for the simple fact is that I couldn't stand her fucking voice. Kill M, marry Sophie because I think she'd make a great wife. Like, I think she would be like no, I think she'd be a caring person, like, who would want to take care of somebody. And then fuck Paige.
It's not a real situation,
Ah, damn it.
Don't get the
But also, the fact that he went to explain why for everybody, like, I really think Sophie would make a really great wife. Like,
I think
marry
she
her
would.
then. Okay?
100%.
Marry her then.
100%.
Because apparently I wouldn't make a good wife. Even better one, Jansen.
Uh-oh.
Maddie.
Ooh.
Dante. And me.
There was like 2 other single girls who I'm not related to on the fucking show that you could have used then.
Yes, but me you kill, obviously.
I was saying you could still say kill me.
Hang on, wait. I need to really think hard about this one. Kill Dante, then I either have to fuck M or marry her.
Yes, you would think that that's your option.
No, I know, but this is what I'm saying. Okay. Kill Dante, marry M, because I can smother her with a pillow. And then fuck Maddie. I love you, Maddie. Dante. Fuck, marry, or kill. Ian. Lockie. And Simon.
Oh. I would kill Simon.
Oh, harsh. Sorry, Simon.
I would marry Lockie. And I would fuck Ian.
Ian, you're in.
That's not.
Ian.
Simon. I'm just not.
He's too tall for
He's
you.
too old for me.
Oh, I would have said too tall because you're very short.
I would marry Lockie because he is really fun and a really fun person, and I feel like just
You couldn't stand being married to Ian for that long.
that's not. With Ian, we'd have really maybe like deep chats, but
They do have deep chats.
we would Lockie would just be maybe fun.
Yeah.
And then Ian, because it was the last one left.
Oh, shit. Locked out on both of those, dude. Sorry.
But the best one left, right?
But the best one left.
Emmeline. Fuck, marry, or kill.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Simply because you were in mine, so I got to be in yours. Pun intended. Me. Kyle. And Peppy.
This is really hard because I obviously want to kill Jansen.
Only because I killed you.
Obviously I want to marry Kyle.
No,
What?
but why though?
Because he's perfect. Kyle, God, everyone else.
He's already a good daddy.
But I can't marry Kyle in this scenario
Why?
because Peppy is in this. So I'm gonna have to kill Peppy. No, I don't want to kill Peppy. No.
I think you're thinking too hard in this. I mean,
Kill Peppy, marry Kyle,
Just say it.
just say it.
Just say it.
Just
fuck
say it.
Jansen.
Yes!
Then kill him.
I want M. Fuck, marry, kill. Ian.
Yeah.
Lockie.
Uh-huh.
Jesse. Jesse's my brother.
Marry Ian because me and him are best friends. So like we would just laugh every day for the rest of our lives. So
M kissed Ian the other night.
false news.
So anyway, the people that are sleeping together on the shot now.
Oh, we all get scared. Marry Ian. Kill Jesse. Fuck Lockie.
There you go. Dante. This one is going to be a ripper. Lockie. Emmeline. Adam.
This is interesting.
Because M, like, I've already killed her 3 times in my scenario.
Everyone's killing me.
CBDC, M is my first choice to marry. So,
Why? Because I'm like life material.
yeah, because you go on shopping sprees, and once you're my sugar mummy and you're rich, you could buy me things.
Yeah. I bought you a coffee today.
Yeah. So, marry M.
Marry M.
Because I've already fucked Lockie, I'm gonna have to kill him.
Right, there you go. Yeah, that's
And-
fair enough.
Then I would fuck at him.
Nice.
Do you have any questions about us and our dating life?
I know you've only been with Kyle, and you know you're happily not married, but you're happily together. You've got a baby.
Feels like we're married.
Dude, I've done it twice. Trust me, you're not feeling like it's a fucking marriage.
No, I don't want to get married yet.
But for you, what was it like for you growing up, like as a woman in the circus,
A woman.
especially surrounded by family and you know having Jordan America's cousins? What was it like growing up?
Well, I met Kyle when I was 14.
Yeah, tell us that story.
I met Kyle when I was on my 14th birthday, and I loved him from the moment I saw him. He did not feel the same way. He just looked at me like, he was a few years older than me, so it was just a bit like, he was like, oh, you're just my friend, blah, 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 blah. So we didn't,
Friends
we were
on,
just,
straight
yeah,
up.
we were friends for
Straight up, she got friends on.
for about a year or two. But then we started like seeing each other, and we actually started like dating, but we were both very young, and it was a very young relationship, and it was very childish. So, and he
You
was
had
an
a lot of
asshole, so I broke up with him. And then about a year later, like just before my 16th birthday or around my 16th birthday, we got back together. And then we've been together ever since. We've been together 7 years this year.
Because while you guys were broken up, he was living on your couch, wasn't he?
Yeah, so from the moment I met him when I was 14, he was on my couch because we
In
didn't
her
have
caravan.
in my
She had a
caravan because I moved out when I was 13 into my own caravan, and then he just lived on my couch, and it was horrible. We hated each other so much. And then when we started properly dating when I was 16, we moved in together 3 months after dating because we were moving to Infamous and there wasn't any accommodation for him. So he just moved in
Had
with me.
to.
He just had like my first kiss with Leighton.
Leighton, if you're listening.
Love you.
I'm kidding, buddy. I'd kiss you, motherfucker.
And that was pretty much it. And then one of the Weber boys as well.
Oh.
And that was it.
Dalton or Dylan?
I can't remember. I was very young, and it was just like.
Bit of fun.
No, everyone in that situation, everyone stood around us. We're at a party, and they're like, kiss, 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 and it was like,
One
it
of
was
those,
like
yeah.
the most horrible thing ever. It was the sloppiest kiss, and I'm pretty sure they made fun of me for that because I never really kissed anyone before, and I was so young. Anyway, so like that aspect of it, it is all people that you know in the circus and that you've grown up with.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's the worst.
That's how it is. It's like you grow up with these people, and then everyone kind of like sees the same person.
Oh,
When you grow up in the circus, and like obviously because we don't go to school,
I went to school.
and went to school. Well, like we're homeschooled, so the people that you meet and the people that you know you have crushes on, it's like you're not family, but you've known them since you were small, and you grow up with them, and it's nice that way. But so I never really met anyone outside of the circus except for Kyle.
Yeah.
These people are very nosy.
Extremely fucking nosy.
Yes, we have a story. Two of our friends.
Two of our friends.
We won't name names.
Were having sex, and it was his first time having sex, so he's losing his virginity. And we were all like, "Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen?" And so
But the tension had been going for weeks.
So we were all outside waiting around,
Watching
the
van to shake.
and then all of a sudden you see someone outside and they're running, and then they're like, yes, and then everyone just came outside, and
But
just were
everyone on the show, like even our boss
boss.
runs over with her dog, and she was like, "Has it happened yet?"
yet?
And then our friend Bo was on like Xbox
game.
or a game, and he comes with his headset on. He goes, "Merrick just told me it happened," and we were like watching, and then the boys, not the boys, all of us went up. We were like, "Yes, it's happening."
And then we got a red carpet and Jesse rolled out the red carpet in front of the van and knocked on the door and gave them waters, and then it was really funny.
It was probably the funniest night of our life.
This is the good example of how circus people are
Wait,
nosy.
and that happened in 2020, and
They're
they're still together now.
Yeah. Makes circus people look very bad.
But it's so true. Everyone
Oh,
knows everyone's business.
Oh,
But
it happens.
And we're all close, so it's like
It's not like an invasion of
it's not an
privacy.
invasion of privacy.
not
It sounds like
They thought it was hilarious. This has been a really good episode.
very interesting.
100%. Oh, there's more stories. Like, there's heaps more stories.
We might even do a part 2, even bring in someone else or Jansen again, because Yeah, we want some like listener stories from you guys.
From it. And we need to put a thing out there that we want to hear what they want to listen to.
Yeah, which we might even do that on our Instagram. Which we're going to be posting more pictures of the cast, everybody.
Yeah, so you can kind of like maybe take your assumptions on who is who, like who's sleeping with who.
Or even just who these stories are about.
Yeah. Give Jansen some advice on
how to talk to girls.
I can't do it outside of the show. Honest to God, like I can't walk up to a girl and just start talking to her.
Insert clip here of why Jansen can't talk to girls. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys. Peace out.
Infamous exposed. Infamous exposed.